What's up, everybody, and welcome to Comics Icons. Now, JJ, what they call me. And today, y'all know what time it is. We got more Devil's Reign. This story has been absolute fire so far. Now, if you recall, in the last issue number 4, we saw our heroes that had previously been arrested break out of the prison. Then we also saw Mayor Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, send his thunderbolts out to find the children of the Purple Man so he can power his psycho prison machine to get all of the people in the city to re-elect him. And then last but not least, and we saw Kingpin use the power of the Purple Man to make himself remember the identity of Daredevil. So when the issue ended, it was only one name on his mind: Matt Murdock. So man, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all like me, y'all trying to figure out, it's about to go down. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get it. So when issue number 5 picks up, man, we see Kingpin and he's only got one thing on his mind as he's thinking to himself. It all rushes back to me. Daredevil dug into my mind and stole so much. The greatest violation I've ever known. He stole my victories. He stole my memories. All so he could deny the world the fact that he was sloppy. That he was Matt Murdock. And as he says to himself over and over again, Matt Murdock, Matt Murdock, Matt Murdock. And just then we see one of his associates was talking to him. And the associate's like, "Sir," I said, "the Thunderbolts have located the Purple children, but they're in a residential building. Shall I give the go-ahead?" "Do it. Casualties be damned." As he's thinking to himself, Matt Murdock, "I am going to kill you." Then we transition over to the apartment that the Purple children have been staying in with the old lady, the nice old lady that's seen in the alley, and offered to help him out. So she's feeding him a little breakfast, and she says to him, "I'm sorry, all I have is cereal." And we see 2 of the kids over in the window looking out and seeing all of the drones, as one of them says, "So what's our plan?" The other one responds, "I don't know. Normally we could just use our powers to get access to our dad, but they won't work on those fascist drones." As the female child says, "Well, we could try and make our way through the sewers." And just then there's a knock at the door. So the old lady's like, "The door, should I?" And we see one of the younger children is like, no, I got it. So he opens the door and we see U.S. agent John walk at the door. "Hey, sport, gonna need you kids to come with me." So that, Shorty tries to use his powers and he's like, "How about you don't move a muscle?" And that's when John Walker, who's already under one influence, is like, "Fancy powers ain't gonna save you, kid. You know what would? Rubber boots." So then Electro zaps the walls and electrocutes the kids. And we see them dragging the kids outside. Targets acquired, bringing them in. And just then, Jessica Jones and the Champion show up. "Congrats. Now try that with these kids, big man." And then it's go time. We got a battle in the streets with the Thunderbolts and the Champions. As Miss Marvel says to one of them, "Champions, grab the kids, get them to safety." Miles adds in, "And come back." So we see Ironheart, she got one of the kids. Got one. She scoops him up and flies him off. And then we get a one-on-one with Jessica Jones and U.S. agent. As Jessica tells him, "They're kids. You Captain America can't. Fisk is gonna use them to control the city." And John Walker's like, "It's U.S. agents, sweetheart. And these kids are a danger to themselves and others, while this guy's dangerous to you." And she looks up and sees who it is, and she's like, "Oh, crap." And just then, Abomination jumps into the game. Oh, it's finna go down now. They can't rock with him. "Greetings, lawbreakers." And she's like, "Aren't you above all this, Abomination?" And he tells her, "Your current mayor has information I need, little girl." And just then, one of the Thunderbolt officers snaps on a power dampening collar on Jessica Jones's neck. So now she ain't got no powers. So Abomination is like, "All I have to do is uphold the law by whatever means necessary." And then he goes to punch at Jessica Jones, but Miles Morales swooped in and saved her, snatched her up. "We gotta go." And she's like, "No, we can't leave." And he's like, "Jess, that's the Abomination. We'll save the rest of the kids, but we can't do it if we did." So now they all bouncing. They don't want no smoke with Abomination. Ain't no hoax on their squad. So then we transition over to Kingpin's son, Butch Ferris, and his office as he's meeting up with some fellas. And Mike Murdock, the brother of Matt Murdock, jumps in. Remember, Mike Murdock had been posing as his blind brother, Matt Murdock, aka the Daredevil. So when Mike comes in to see his boy, he hears Butch finishing up on his meeting. He overhears Butch say, "Possibility of a restaurant. It's where he's most likely to." And Mike interrupts him. "Butch, what's..." Then Butch notices he's there. "Mike, just doing some planning. We'll pick this up in an hour or so, guys," as his associates leave the office. And Mike's like, "Wait, are you planning to hit the damn mayor?" Then Butch is like, "Our revenues dropped 80% since he sent them damn cop drones out. So yeah, I guess so. It wasn't supposed to be like this, Butch. We were supposed to be different, bloodless. I know your dad pissed you off, but listen, Mike, this isn't personal. There's too much riding on my actions now that I'm the Kingpin. Us keeping our hands clean, that was a fairy tale. You don't want to be a part of this? Fine." And Mike's like, "Man, what if I told you I had a way to set things right?" "What are you talking about?" Damn, man, I don't even know how to say this." And he tells him, "I'm not real. It's a long story, but I have a stone, some kind of magic." And Butch interrupts him. "Oh, what the hell are you going on about? Not real? A magic stone?" He's like, "Yeah, it's called the Norn Stone. I hid it in my brother's place. It still has some power in it, and I've been sitting on it, like an insurance policy. But it's tricky. We'll need like a manual or something. Maybe I can figure out how to use it." And if you're curious about this stone and Mike's son talking about how he's not real, check out volume 6 of Daredevil, annual number 1. But then Butch is like, "Hell, Mike, this is the exact crap I'm angry at my dad about. All this superhero nonsense. I'm not gonna fly around with some magic stone, wearing a damn costume or whatever. You never took this seriously. You never take anything seriously. I'm gonna go run a damn business. Go play with your stones." "But Butch, I can save you. I know I can." Then we transition over to a lab and we got Kingpin and Otto Octavius and Octahulk. And we see that Kingpin's still thinking about Matt Murdock. It's on his mind. As Otto is telling him, it's done. The children have been drained of their power. You remember, he got all the kids now since they only got one. Since the champions was only able to save one before they got up out that jam. So they got the rest of the kids and they're using them to power this prism. So Otto's like, it's done. The children have been drained of their power. That should be enough to control the voters and win you your worthless election. Zebediah is supercharged, and I've outfitted him with a control collar so he doesn't get out of hand. Then Fist tells him, I no longer care about the election. Oh, really? Then what's your grand plan, Wilson? Even with Zebediah in your control, you still can't get past my neural blockers. And then Fist holds up that cane with the purple finger in it, and he says, you know why that perpetual joke Spider-Man keeps defeating you, Otto? You're short-term. You can't think beyond yourself, or yourselves. Then he uses that power and he talks to Octahulk. Escort our unwanted Otto out, please. Now Otto's like, what? Of course, Octahulk says to him. He got him under his control now. And then he grabs Otto Octavius and jumps out the building onto the street. And now we see Kingpin is letting Kilgrave out of his cell. What are you? It's over, Zebediah. I'm going to go kill him now. But I want him to know, I want everyone to know that what happens next is his fault for all his crimes. Then he uses the power and tells him, kill them, Kilgrave. Burn the city down if you have to. Kill every hero that ever dared try to stop us from achieving our true potential. Kill them all. As we see a supercharged Kilgrave go out and hit the streets. Now we go over back to our underground Avengers as they're trying to figure this thing out. As Luke Cage comes in. Where is she? And Miles is like, well, we're fine. Couple scrapes, that's all. Then Jess tells him, it's okay, Luke. It's mostly my ego that's bruised. Abomination is on their side now. And Luke's like, shit, it's too dangerous out there. How's the Kilgrave situation going? And Spider-Man tells him, I'm no Tony Stark, but I think we've got this replicator working. You say these Purple Man neural disruptors came from Emma Frost? Do we trust them to work? I mean, the X-Men are a little... And Luke interrupts him. They work. We've used them before. So now Daredevil's talking to Luke Cage, and he's like, how'd the campaign stop go? Honestly, rough. We need to get rid of Fist's Purple Man influence if I have any shot at becoming the next mayor. And that's when the little kid that they saved chimes in. You need to kill him. And Luke notices him and he's like, wait, yeah, I'm one of his kids. And I'm telling you, he's evil. And the only way to stop him is to kill him. And that's when Daredevil jumps in. Man, I get it. I really do, Joseph. But we're not gonna kill him. That's what separates us from them. We help people. We save lives. Taking a life, it'll haunt you. It'll eat your soul. We'll stop your father and Fisk. And just then he gets a phone call from Kirsten McDuffie. Daredevil's like, hey, what's up? And she tells him, there's an uprising in the Myrmidon. I don't have much info, but I can only imagine our supers are involved. With Foggy laid up, I'm gonna go rope Maddie in to help with the legal fallout. And Daredevil's like, I don't think that's a great idea. And she tells him, I know he's been flaky lately, but he has to step up. We all have to. It's getting bad out here. Downtown has turned into some sort of riot. Daredevil's like, wait, what did you just say? Then we transition back over to Otto Octavius and Octo Hulk down on the ground after they jump through the building. And we see Ghost Rider Otto and Wolverine Otto jumping down to see what's going on. What happened? Hulk Otto is like, I don't know. And Octavius is like, Fisk, he's lost it. Wait, where are you? We see his Octo crew, their eyes turn purple and they start following everybody else. And Otto looks back and he sees thunderbolts. Everybody's coming at. As John Walker says, stand down, Octavius. You're not our target here. Then we see who the real target is. It's Cap and Daredevil, the champions, Luke Cage, the whole squad. It's game time. Avengers, assemble. And they swing into action, Spider-Man included. And he's like, sorry, Otto. As usual, you don't rate high on my list of priorities. And he's like, unless you've seen a certain Purple Man around. We love to talk to him. Then they hear the Purple Man's voice. Of course, as long as you don't mind it being a group conversation. And then we look and we see, oh man, he got the whole town under his sway. It's on now. So Cap's like, we got a problem, Luke. Luke realizes, he's like, oh my God, he's got everyone. Then we transition over to Matt Murdock's apartment. Remember, his brother, Mike Murdock, has been perpetrating as Matt Murdock, so Matt Murdock can be Daredevil full time. So Mike goes into the apartment. What the hell? And he gets on his phone. Damn it, Butch, pick up. Did you just trash my place looking for the stone? And then he looks and he finds it. He's like, phew, I don't like how this stuff's come between us. But you're my best friend. I don't want to see you make a huge mistake. Call me back, man, okay? And as he's hanging up the phone, he says to himself, all right, now to figure out how to use it for this. I bet that Doctor Strange guy has like a manual. And just then we see the dark figure of the Kingpin show up behind him and he's still thinking to himself, Matt Murdock. And then he grabs Mike Murdock by the face. You, this is your fault. And he throws him to the ground. And Matt's like, Fisk, what? I don't know what he's planning, I swear. No more games, Daredevil. As he grabs him and he slams him into a wall. What? Not Daredevil. Pretending to be blind. Pretending to be a hero while you violated all our minds. I should have done this years ago. And then he slams him again into the wall. Drops him to the ground. No more. You hear me? And then he starts to pummel him. No more. And he beats the living crap out of Mike. Then somebody comes in the door. Stop. We see it's Kirsten McDuffie. Remember she said she was coming to check on him. She's like, you, no more. As we see him holding the body of Mike Murdock. He beat the life out of him. Oh, man, this is lit. But y'all know what time it is. Just as it gets good, we've come to the end of the issue. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to see the culmination in issue number 6, ladies and gentlemen. It's been going down and it's about to get even worse. Oh, when Daredevil finds out. Ladies and gentlemen, this story has been lit tea. I hope y'all rocking with it just like I am. And if you are, help a brother out, man. Get down there and drop a like, share, and subscribe to this thing, man, for more icons in the world of comics. But yeah, man, I'm out. Peace.